My name is Massimo Franceschini, and as you know, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. The church also is known as Mormons. My purpose with these videos is to give my testimony of the divinity of the Book of Mormon by the Bible. I believe that the Bible is the best witness for the Book of Mormon. Before to go ahead, I'd like to explain how I received this information. When I was baptized, I was an atheist, I would say. No atheist completely, but, I wasn't interested in religion, and I never read the Bible. And so I was just a member with a testimony by the prayer. But since many people challenge me, especially the Jehovah's Witness, that in the Bible there was nothing about the Book of Mormon, I felt compelled to study the Bible, and I felt like I had to find in the scriptures what I knew already by the Spirit. After a few months I was baptized, I had a car accident, and my wife, she was in coma for several days, and I was very close to the Lord. And since I was injured, I had to stay out of work for several weeks. And that was the time, since I had just finished to read the Book of Mormon, to start to read the Bible. And my wish was to find in the Bible something to testify about the Book of Mormon. I was praying and fasting a lot because of my wife's situations, and I was very close to the Lord. I read the Bible in 15 days, the whole book, and anytime I found some clues or something I could relate it to the Book of Mormon story, I write down on a piece of paper. I remember the Lord told me while I was praying that I couldn't find clearly the word Book of Mormon, but I had to think about it, this like his history and his characters and the tribe they were, like Ephraim or Joseph, and was my clues. So I started to read the Bible, and like I said, I found those clues. I filled about 12 pieces of pages full of references. Let's start. We know that the Book of Mormon maintains that people from Israel left, were sent out, and especially Lehi family, they were from Joseph, the tribe of Joseph. So my first problem was, is in the Bible talking about the two Americas? Or, well, I guess yes. I mean, I'm sure. In fact, if we go to chapter 18 in Isaiah book, we find, for example, they is talking about a country which there is no name. It's strange because in the chapter 13 we read of a warning to Babylon. In chapter 15 the war is for Moab. In chapter 17 is Damascus. In chapter 19 there is a warning for Egypt. But in chapter 18 there is no name for the country or a city, or there is just a description of the country. And it's very interesting because to describe the shape of a land, you need to be on the moon. You can know that Italy is like a boot if you arrive on a ship, because you can't see it. To see the Italy as a shape, as a full shape of a boot, you gotta be on the moon, or better, if you have a vision by the Lord. So I would say that Isaiah had a vision, and clearly he had a vision of a land. He didn't know the name, otherwise he would have done like the other places, which means to put the name of the country. What says in chapter 18, verse 1 and 2, it says, woe to the land shadowing with wings, which is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, that sendeth ambassadors by the sea, even in vessels or brochures upon the waters. Okay, so he sees a country, a land, which has the shape of two wings open. And it's interesting because he says it's beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. At the time of Isaiah, Ethiopia was the whole Africa now, and he was in Israel here, Africa is here, and he says he sees this land beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. And he says that sendeth ambassadors by the sea. So the only way of communication between this land and Isaiah is the sea. So now, can we say that this picture could describe this land? Because it's, the America has two wings open, it's beyond the sea, and it's beyond Africa. So, since it will be a long ride, I'm stopping here and I'm going on in the next video.